Welcome back, everybody, to my updated 26th birthday extravaganza, in which we're going to be playing one more game on the NES, and that is Hollywood Squares. And my rule and policy is keep playing until the car is won. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Start with the car. Oh! Right out of the gate, one famous movie star once sang a very sultry version of Happy Birthday to President John F. Kennedy. May he rest in peace. Pee Wee Herman. Marilyn Monroe, I agree. According to the World Book, just before a queen bee mates, she will eat something to give her strength. What? Spinach. Honey. No, that's right. What famous thing ran all the way from St. Joseph, Missouri to Sacramento, California? Shelley Winter's nylons. The Santa Fe Trail. I disagree. The Pony Express. Secret Square Route. According to a study of divorce in many countries over a 35-year period, most people divorce in the 4th year of marriage. Why? Honeymoon is finally paid for. It's about the time it takes to raise a child for infancy. That's right. Your dinner partner suddenly starts coughing and then says the food went down the wrong way. According to the University of Miami Medical School, what does he mean? He's trying to change the topic of conversation. He's got heartburn. It went down the trachea instead of the esophagus. The guards who stand in front of the Tower of London wearing colorful uniforms are called what? Boy George's backup band? The Royal Guardsmen. Though the handshake is an acceptable greeting in Japan, most Japanese actually prefer what? A big, juicy, wet kiss, a smile, a bow, a free bow from the waist is advised. It's called Dober mask. It's a foam rubber mask that resembles a Doberman pinscher and may be placed on a small dog or cat to scare intruders. True or false? Yeah, they also have a Redford mask to make them also a bad situation. True. You fool! In the Bible, who is described as just a man but perfect in his generation? He walked with God. God's caddy. Noah, I agree. Secret Square was fine. TV's Mr. Rogers has been wearing plain zip-front cardigan sweaters for almost 20 years. Where did most of them come from? A garage sale in Miami Beach. His viewers. You fool! Who was the entrepreneur who coined the phrase, there's a sucker born every minute? Forget his name, but my spouse just bought his diet book. P.T. Barnum. I disagree. Oh, that's right. We know that too much sugar is bad for your teeth. Can too much starch harm your teeth? It'll make your tongue stiff as a board. Yes. You fool! Do most of us think that the quality of a college education is getting worse? Only those parents whose kids finally graduated. Yes. Oh, no. According to Good Housekeeping, is it correct to place candles on a table when you are serving a luncheon? Most people prefer sandwiches. No. Yes, but correct. What's so amazing about the eyesight of a mallard duck? It's love for designer sunglasses. It has 360-degree vision. I agree. Where is Mona Lisa hanging out these days? Last time I saw her, she was with Ivan Lendl in Monte Carlo. The New York Museum of Modern Art. You fool! The Louvre in Paris. In China, when did your host know that you've had enough to eat? When rice starts coming out of your ears, you lay your chopsticks across the plate. I agree. Would someone ever have any reason to put a mortarboard on his head? Yes, if he was really plastered. Yes, it's a type of hat. Nope. It's going. At a most traditional Chinese meal, what's the very last thing you get? The check, ice cream, and a fortune cookie. Soup. Does the garter snake have teeth? No, that's why it never smiles. Yes. No fangs, just even teeth. When Muhammad Ali fought the classic Thrilla in Manila, who was his opponent? Ferdinand Marcos? George Foreman. According to the World Book, where does mohair come from? From Mo's head. From the alpaca. From the Angora goat. According to Self Magazine, is giving in to your partner a good way to keep a relationship going? Only if the gun is loaded. Yes. No. In Buddhist philosophy, people can find relief from the suffering of life in a state of complete happiness and peace. What is this life called? New Jersey. Nirvana. According to American Health Magazine, if you have an insatiable urge to chew ice cubes, what is your body deficient in? Cold drinks. Iron. The craving is a recognized symptom of iron deficiency. What was the relationship between Peter Pan and Tinkerbell? Do you mean according to the book or according to the National Enquirer? Just friends. You fool! What is hypothermia? Fear of long underwear. Fear of wind. It's a condition when the body temperature falls below normal. Is there such a bird as a bar-headed goose? Yes, you can usually tell them by the pretzels and peanuts on their beaks. Yes, they can usually be seen migrating to India. In 1957, a Russian dog named Laika did something that no other dog or human had ever done before. What? Made a mess on the front steps of the Kremlin lived. Had a heart transplant. Traveled space. When can you tell that a young duckling has finally matured? When it learns to keep its beak shut at meetings. Its bill turns bright orange. You fool! It gets new feathers. In a recent poll of photographers, this couple was voted the most difficult of all celebrities to photograph. Who are they? George Martha Washington, John McEnroe, and Tatum O'Neal. Sean and Madonna. According to the World Book, these people got their name from the Indian word which means eaters of raw meat. What people are they? Chicago Bears. The Eskimos. You fool! Finish this popular rhyme. Monday's child is fair of face, Tuesday's child is full of grace, Wednesday's child is full of woe, Thursday's child has got to go, has far to go. According to the Old Testament, Jonah lived in the belly of a whale for 3 days. What made the whale spit him out? Whales simply cannot eat kosher food. Jonah stabbed it with his knife. Nope. God forbid. What model thing comes to mind when you hear the phrase, plop, plop, fizz, fizz? A leaky faucet? Alka-Seltzer is one of their classic advertisements, but I agree. True or false? In Russia, if a woman gives birth to more than 10 children, she is rewarded with cash and prizes. And a chance to win one of 5 beautiful tractors. True, it's called Mother Miracle. According to the FBI, it is the #1 crime committed by women. What is it? Going to the market in curlers. Larceny, primarily shoplifting. You fool! In the comics and toy world, what is the name of He-Man's beautiful and fabulously developed twin sister? Maria Shriver. She-Ra. I agree. What country has the highest percentage of females by top government positions? Virgin Islands. Israel. You fool! Norway! when an English company called Fry & Sons combined fermented cocoa beans with sugar and made the first what? First drunk. Chocolate bar, I agree. Most often when the stomach growls, what does it mean? Mad. Too much air. You're hungry. True or false? There's a new magazine on the market designed specifically to be read while you're in the bathroom. Yeah, I've heard about that. It comes in a roll. Yes, I agree. According to American folklore, what will happen to a cat if you butter its paws? It'll end up on Skid Row. It will have many litters. It will stay home. According to etiquette expert Elizabeth Post, what should a host do when a discussion among guests gets too heated? Throw them out. Step in and change the subject. 5 branches of the U.S. Armed Forces include the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, and what else? American Express, the U.S. Coast Guard. You fool! 11% of all Americans said it was the greatest invention of all time. What is it? The waterbed? The wheel. I agree. Alright, let's go for 3. Keep going. Why would your dentist attach electrodes to your mouth and body and then run an electric current through your mouth? To jumpstart his Mercedes, to reduce pain. I agree. True or false? The latest flu vaccine is made by combining the human flu viruses with the flu virus from a duck. There's one side effect though. You tend to fly south for the winter. False. According to folk medicine, the number 1 cause of puffiness, particularly in the face, is what? Corn, but should best be popped before you eat it. Not enough sleep. Too much salt inside. Sarah Ferguson just spent 4 weeks studying so she could do it by herself, and Prince Andrew was delighted. What did she do? She made instant coffee. Sailed the family yacht. No, she flew an airplane. Before he started frying chicken, what did Colonel Sanders do for a living? He designed white suits for Southern gentlemen? He was a tire salesman, I agree. You've just peered into the zone of avoidance. What are you looking at? Pastry cart? Part of outer space. Yep. You're in a very important business meeting and your stomach starts to growl. What's the best way to handle this embarrassing situation? Blame it on the guy next to you. Take something sugary, such as a hard piece of hard candy. According to the Sleep Disorder Center, what is the number 1 cause of classic long-term insomnia? Not being able to sleep. Depression. What is happening when Arabs are said to be basking in each other's breath? They're sharing a mouthwash. Kissing. At Mardi Gras time in New Orleans, Fat Tuesday is always the day before what? The day before you have to let the front seat out of your car let out. Ash Wednesday. You fool! True or false? When you get a bloody nose, it's a good idea to lie down. Unless you enjoy a good beating. False. I agree. The early Romans brought live chickens to the table and dunked them in red wine. Why did they do this? Everyone knows it should be white wine with poultry and red with meat. To soften the skin. Flavor the birds before eating. Way back in the 1950s, a show called Hawkins Falls became television's first live what? Embarrassment. Soap opera. Aww. Most child rearing experts agree the ideal spacing between children is what? About 2 city blocks, 3 to 4 years. True or false? According to Good Housekeeping, if you pull your pantyhose too tight over your feet, you'll develop hammer toes. It also got me kicked off the football team. True, I agree. According to the Los Angeles Times, in what historic event did the expression "May the best man win" come from? The original Price is Right. Roman gladiator days. You fool! Oh no, that's right. soda to kill that big guy Goliath. Where did it hit him? Where hurts most probably. On the forehead. I agree. In the comics, who is Charlie Brown's little sister? Helen Gurley Brown? Lucy. No, that's Sally. Your cat keeps rubbing up against you. What is he doing? Selling my new cologne, rubbing his foot on you, I agree. We got a 50-50 shot at the guitar. It's like part 4. And we got the card. And the grand total today of $25,950. And I'll see you all for the next game right after this break.